I'm Elizabeth. Thank you so much for inviting me into this audition at the last minute. I just want to welcome you now to my studio in Austin, Texas. This is where I do all my painting and hold my Moody Me workshops, which are workshops that I design to empower people to tap into how they're feeling emotionally and create through writing and illustrative exercises, whatever that means to them. The reason I do that is it's kind of my life story as an artist. I started painting somewhat seriously about 15 years ago in Chicago at the recommendation of my then therapist, who told me I definitely had to start doing something with my evenings. Get some crayons, paper, paint, whatever. So that kind of launched into my healing process, which is what painting, art, has really been for me. I kind of work through what I'm going through emotionally, and I finish when I'm done. Anyway, I can show you a couple of examples. This is a piece that I just did. I work a lot with very, very layered paints, multi-textures. You can see that there's a lot of bumps, and then I go back in and I scrape the images out. And I actually never paint with intention, if that makes any sense. I paint to work through what I'm feeling, and then interestingly enough, a face or an image always kind of appears. It's always been that way. One of the most healing things that I did was creating my book, The Melancholy Girls, which is all charcoal. Charcoal, poetry. Then from there, I launched into the paintings, and you know, very expressive eyes, whether they're small or, you know, kind of big. I don't know if you can see, like the eyes here. This is a paper bag that I'm doing that hasn't been completed yet. This is a rock and roll thing to sort of, I don't know, talk about the Austin music scene. Here's another painting that I just want you to take a look at. Again, lots of textures. I go in with a lot of paint, layer after layer after layer after layer, and then I scrape and I pull and I dig, whether it's with nails, credit cards. Sometimes I slap some magazines on there, so it becomes a little, you know, multimedia. So this is actually the first smiley face I've painted since 1997, so kudos for me. Let me invite you into my house for a minute, okay? Come, Bravo. Hey, you know how I was talking about my moods? This one right here, I was going through a really hard relationship that I was trying to figure out, so it's really dark, but I also think purple is power, so I think I was really getting power over the situation. But again, look at the face. It's emerging, and I didn't intentionally do that. She just sort of appeared. Let me go ahead and show you this one over here. This is one that I did at my last show. This is called I Am Here. I am here. And this originally started, I actually was going to paint a person. So I laid down on the canvas and I had my son trace me, and I did this guy in about 2 days, because it was 2 days before my opening show and they needed something huge for the front wall. So I worked on it literally for 48 hours, non-stop. And this is what she came into. I'm really proud of this piece. I love this piece. Again, over here, early portrait. You know, this one's called Impossible Poet. So sometimes I have a reputation of being a little impossible. I'd like to say I'm complicated, very multi-textured myself, but sometimes people will call me impossible. This is a portrait I did after my son Max was born, who's actually running the video right now. We're trying to do this in one take, so come on over here. This is another one. This was the one, oh, not 1997, 1998. So this was the first smile, and the one in the other room was the last smile. Now I want to share with you what I've been working on for my final. Okay, hold on. So this is my portrait that I'm presenting to Bravo. I believe it's very representational of me. It is very, very textured, complicated, edgy, intense, somewhat playful, and you can see that she is skinny, so am I. So I'm really proud of this. And again, like I've been telling you, my process is really going into the piece, starting with 1 layer, 2 layer, 3 layer, 4 layer, sometimes 15 layers of paint. This actually took me about 3.5 days to paint. And then Augie, my awesome framer, did this so I could present it to you in a cool way. So anyway, that's kind of my story. I hope that you guys get a real sense of who I am. And if you call me in, can't wait. It'd be totally awesome. So thank you everybody for the last minute for letting me slide stuff in. Thanks Max. Thanks Petra. Thanks Nick. All right, see you guys soon.